Hello, Destiny. This will be some video feedback for you on the web banner. If you have any difficulties in the next 2 weeks, don't hesitate to reach out and I will help you. Good going. Destiny, you've got some great ingredients. I really like the way this silhouette of this parasailers turned out. You would never know that it wasn't, real. And very convincing. The way you cut out the interior spaces of the parasail to let the sky come through is very competent. Your type, now I know that this is the typeface you chose for your type manipulation. It looks like something called Comic Sans, which is oftentimes panned among graphic designers, just so you know. I know it's uglier, but you might consider using the Arial if that's what you use. No, you haven't used Arial either. See, it has the stems of this typeface have rounded terminals. So anyway, here's the rest of your submission. Good job on starting to collect screenshots for your final reflection. You want to use screenshots to illustrate critical points in your design process. And then finally, here is your web banner Photoshop file. So nicely packaged. You followed the instructions to the letter. This is Sarah Lackey's. Okay, so hopefully I've got everything and that you have embedded images. All right, so here's another example of embedding versus linking. I know this is a difficult concept, but like Illustrator, if you don't embed your images, it doesn't. Your file is less portable. I could search around for it. I don't think I would find it. Let's just see what it looks like. So let's say OK, and I'll update your text layers. I'm just going to cancel out of this because I may not have them, and I'm going to zoom out. Yeah, what typeface is this? I'm curious to know. All right, so here's your timeline editor. Hope you can see all that. Just going to back it up here. You've got it looping forever. Now you want to make your print ad look as much like your web banner and vice versa as possible. So whatever typefaces you do wind up using here, I would definitely use on your print ad. As you can see, this is fairly small to read. It also moves around. I think I prefer the contact information to be small. Stationary. The logo is also a bit difficult to read. And let me see. Can I move the parasailers? Let's see. If I turn them off, what happens? I have to turn the animation off first. Let me back it up to the beginning. And then let's see. Yes, it is. Okay, so here's what I would suggest you do is go to that layer, edit transform, I think it is. Okay, so I'd probably make this larger, but is there any reason not to overlap it? It gives it a sense of depth. I don't think you lose the effect that it's on the sky. And it also ties these together almost like a suture. Just a suggestion, okay? And also I was trying to make it larger, but couldn't, just to emphasize your great masking skills. Logo could be larger. It's small at this scale. And let's see, what about the movement here? Let me just back it up again. Okay, one last thing, and I hate to nitpick on your typography here, but you could make this flush left, rag right, and make sure that you don't use more than, say, 2 sizes of type. I count, let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and all caps. So figure out ways of hierarchy in typography that are perhaps a little more subtle in difference. And your movement, you You make that your own judgment. To me, it could use tweening. Okay, so, to smoother intervals between frames. And so to do that, let me stop it, back it up. Select 2 keyframes, add some tweening frames. Come on now. You have to select 2 frames first. Oops. Here we go. I'm going to add 6 frames. And then after having done that, I'm going to select them all. I think that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And change the interval to maybe, say, 0.2 of a second. Back it up. And we'll see what that looks like. Okay, I think you can see that. Once you get control over your movement, it'll be easier to control things like, the type moving out the side. Although sometimes there are happy accidents, and you might want to keep them. All right, I'm going to end it for now. Again, if you have any questions or anything I can help you with, reach out.